So hello then guys, welcome to episode 3 of our FC Player Career Mode Season 2 here on the channel. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, we kicked off the new season with Aberdeen and it was unspectacular. If anything, we are currently languishing in 9th place. We only won 1 out of our first 4 games, drawing 2, losing 1. We drew with Rangers last time out and the first game today is going to be against Celtic. Just to bring you up to date on what happened, so if we just go back, we started off with a 1-0 loss to Livingston. We then drew 1-1 with Dundee. That was a cruel way to draw that game. We conceded in the last moment. We got a good win, 1-0 away at St Johnstone. Then draw with Rangers, which is rather good. We obviously take on their neighbours first up today. We've not managed to force us way back into the side, sadly, but we are coming on from the bench at 0-0 at right centre midfield, and we've got a good 30 minutes to make an impact here, so hopefully we can go but one better than what we did against Rangers and beat Celtic. I do prefer Rangers to Celtic, so I apologise if that upsets anybody straight away, but there we go. Right, match rating, let's have a look. I think we've got to go for the match rating of 7.5. But yeah, this is not going to be easy, but we do have a corner early doors. It's whipped in towards the near post. We get a head on it, and it's actually cleared off the byline. Jensen goes to get there, and Shaw will bring it away. But positive start from us, nearly getting a goal with his first touch. Celtic, though, coming down our left-hand side. We've got defending to do here. Wolf taking a few touches. We do very well. McDonald does very well, and we're going to play that into Duck, who takes a nice touch onto his left foot and runs down the left wing. Duck has got pace, we know this. Miyoski's in the middle as well. We're just lurking towards the edge of the box. It's a good touch from Miyoski, back towards McKenzie. We're in a nice position. We are actually making a little run into the box, and it's crossed in, and Campos will collect. But positive signs here from Aberdeen. We look like a team that is capable of winning here at Peterhead. Celtic coming forward, edge of the box. Kyogo goes into Mark Rocker, goes back to Shaw. That's a lovely ball through to Kyogo, and he's finished it well. But I've got a feeling that is possibly offside. It's not. It is a goal. Looking at it, I thought we were going to get an offside flag. It seemed to delay a little bit, but it is a lovely finish from Kyogo on the turn. If we just have a little look at the highlight, I mean, let's have a look. He runs in there, he goes past us, we try to make the interception, he plays it in, and that is a lovely finish from Kyogo, showing all his quality there, the young man. And we have now got a deficit to overcome. Celtic coming forward again, Rio this time, and it is 2-0 to Celtic, and it's got to be said, we have not had a positive impact in this game so far. Yeah, Celtic look a lot better than we do, and to be fair, there was nothing we could do about it. As he comes towards the edge of the box, he's there, he's in acres of space, strikes it left-footed across the goalkeeper, and it is Celtic 2, Aberdeen 0. I don't think we're going to be starting the next game either. We've made a nice run through the... Oh, Miyoski. We tried to make a nice little run. We were playing some decent possession football there. We've tried to make a run in behind the Celtic defence, but it's not quite worked out for us. We are only on a 6.1 at the moment, and Celtic coming forward again. I mean, he's just run through our defence there into the box. It's struck well by Rio, and he gets the second bite of the cherry, heads it past Lawrence, and this has been a bad day for Aberdeen. It's not really took off this season how we expected it to, and it must be said, this is possibly the most disappointing performance of them all. We tried to get their block on it as well, but its headed keeper possibly should do a little bit better. But yeah, 3-0 to Celtic. Oh, and we give the ball away. This has been a day to forget at Peterhead. And that is it, 3-0 to Celtic, and we can have absolutely no complaints about that. We have been so poor in that game, both individually and collectively. You can see how despondent Ed West is as we trudge off the pitch, possibly wondering where it's all gone wrong there. Look at the dejection, frustration, everything coming out there. We got a rating of 5.9, 10 passes completed, a passing accuracy of 76% and 33 minutes played. Very poor, and we are definitely on the bench for the next game. Right then, we've had to commit to improving in midweek. We have had a bad time of it. We're coming on once again for Leighton Clarkson, but this time we are coming on at 2-0 up. And really, this should be a good 3 points for us, and if we can get a decent performance in here, we may have a chance of getting in the starting lineup in the next game. But straight away, we are involved. Duck goes into us. We try to get a little pass in, and wow, that's some tackle. And we are injured. As if this could be getting any worse, we have stayed down, and having just come on the pitch, we got absolutely clattered there. And I've got a funny feeling we are going to be very much out for a while. Are we going to be coming off? Not as of yet, we're not. Keno Bacchus is coming off for St Mirren. We are playing on. We look like we're stretching his hamstring a little bit there. But we've definitely got an injury to contend with. But we do win the ball back well. And now we look to move forward. It's Mioske into Basujan. Canny players. It's not the best of balls, but we do manage to get it out wide to Devlin. But we are definitely struggling here. We're hobbling around. We're on the edge of the box. Comes into Basujan. We go back to it. There's a pass into Duck. Now Shinny. And that is 3-0. We play our part in the goal despite being injured. And what an impact we've had. We got absolutely hammered on his first touch. And we are definitely tugging on that hamstring. On the back of our left leg, we look in a lot of pain. I would expect that we may be out for a little while after this game. So we better enjoy this. 3-0 to Aberdeen though.
They're going to alter things.
And more defending to do here. Corner. Crosses in. We look like we're going to head that way with Dad. Here we are. We've got Taylor, who absolutely crunched us in the first half. It's back into Bacchus, and it's a good block from Jensen and Poloske. We'll lose out to Dad here. We give it away, though. I weren't expecting that pass as quickly as it came. Strain onto the edge of the box and Kilte. Kilte plays into Anyuga. And that is another clean sheet that we're not going to get, because St Mirren have got a decent goal once again. And this Aberdeen side look a little bit fragile. I mean, look at that from Shinny. Just steps up, and it's the same goal we conceded at Parkhead, not Peterhead. I do apologise in the last game. But yeah, Duck will get it back now. But it's Aberdeen 3, St Mirren 1. And I'm just concerned about this injury. As we go down the left-hand side, can he get a ball into the box? We're being told to go into the box. We've made the move towards the back stick. It's into Shinny now. Mioske gives it to us. We go for the strike, and we can't quite get it away. We went for it first time, Taylor, but we do win it back rather well. We will take a nice couple of touches back into Devlin. Now into Mioske. Back into Devlin again. Now Solka. Now Graham Shinny. And that is 4-1. We've been very, very good going forward today, have we, at Aberdeen? And, well, we just look a little bit suspect defensively. But if we're scoring goals like this, it's a much better performance than against Celtic. And we've got to be very happy with that. We had an opportunity to score ourselves. It were a good block, but we were involved there. And it's a very good goal from Captain Graham Shinny, the man who we moved out of our position for to ensure that he could play. Aberdeen 4, St Mirren 1. Last minute of injury time. We are coming forward through Duck. Mioske doesn't quite get there. Taylor once again getting a foot in, as Fraser will have this. And that should be all she wrote as the referee blows her whistle. It is Aberdeen 4, St Mirren 1. It was a decent performance from us as well when we came on. A decent cameo. We are very much concerned about that injury, just as we were possibly getting into the starting lineup. We shake hands with Taylor, who absolutely cropped us. But let's have a look at the stats for that game, because they should make pretty decent reading. 7.2 match rating. 10 passes completed, a 90% pass accuracy, and 1 tackle. And we did play 32 minutes. So that's that, but let's see what the injury does to us. And as we feared, that injury is a rather bad one. Let's have a look at this. It looks like we've been sent to the senior physiotherapist. We are out for 3 months with a broken toe. So I'm going to carry on fast forwarding through now. And when we come back, we'll see what the situation is. Because at the moment, if we just have a quick look at our player agents as well, we did have 2 options. One was Eibar in La Liga, and the other one was Leganés. So we could have been heading to Spain, but we would have needed appearances for that. Now, obviously, that's going to take a big hit on its way now from this injury. But we'll come back when we are back to full fitness. And just to bring you up to date as well, while we're simming through, we are in the Europa Conference League group stages, and we would have been playing our first games in Europe And we've just played his first game against Rosenborg and won 3-0. So hopefully we'll still be in the Europa Conference League when we return from injury. But at the moment, we are, as we just click through it, let's see who else was in our group. Just to bring you up to date on that, standings-wise. If we go for the Europa Conference League, let's have a look at our group. We had Nice, Strumgrass and Rosenborg. But at the moment, we are top. So you never know, we might still be in it when we get back. I'm still fast forwarding through. Right then guys, we are back fit on the 30th of November. Standings wise, we are currently in 5th position in the league. It's not been the most sparkling form, it must be said. We've got Hibs, Rangers, Hearts and Celtic. Celtic and Hearts in particular running away with it at the moment. But if we have a look at the Europa Conference League, we are doing okay. We are 2nd in the group and we've got to go to Rosenborg next away from home, which will now be in this episode. So that will be our European debut. Obviously, we are miles off it in terms of the starting lineup and manager favour. So we are going to try and train as much as we can to get back in the starting lineup. That gets us back up to about a quarter of the way there. But let's get into this game against Dundee, see what we can do away from home. We are coming on in the 77th minute at right centre mid, away from home. And if we can do well here, we might get a few more minutes at Rosenborg, which is what we're all looking forward to, because our European debut is not something to be sniffed at. And let's have a look what we can do here. Regain the ball. We'll go for that. I reckon we could possibly score here. Scoring the winner would be ideal, but we do have a corner to take first and foremost. It's whipped in, right-footed. Mijoski nearly gets there. It's headed back towards Rubasic, who goes into McGrath. Now into Barron. Duck strikes it, and it's a good save from Carson. We will have another corner, which we will once again be taking. We may need to upgrade our corner stats, but we're going to whip this one in to the middle. It's a decent one this time. Carson, is it going to come back to us? We've asked for it. We can strike it. Oh, and it's just wide of the top right-hand corner. But decent positive start from us. We could get a winner here. Mijoski again into Duck. Now Sokler. Sokler, we just hang back a little bit. Tries the ball to Devlin. Cameron, though, will turn away from us. And we do actually foul him, to be fair. But Jensen steps in. Referee played advantage. Into Sokler. Sokler, we are behind him here. Duck into Mijoski. It's a heavy touch. Sokler might get there. But once again, cleared by Dundee. We're knocking on the door, but just can't get that bit of quality. And McGowan, I thought, may sprint away there, but didn't. Now Cameron goes into Robertson. It's down our left-hand side to Mulligan. Now Rudden. And that is just wide. We could so easily have lost it as we take Duck off. 88 minutes on the clock. It's going to be a late winner if we can find one. Devlin goes down the right to us. We take a touch. Go into Mijoski. Mijoski again back into us. Another little one too. Sokler into Gay. Gay goes left towards McGarry. It's crossed in towards us. We head it towards goal. But it's a little bit tame as Carson gets it. As we try to get it back from Mackenzie, which we now certainly do. Mijoski, we take a touch onto his left foot, strike it this time, and it's a good save from the keeper. We will be taking the corner as it's going to be whipped in right-footed in towards Mijoski, and we get the goal. 91 minutes on the clock. Mijoski gets the big header. It's perfect from us, and there is the big number 9, the Macedonian centre-forward. It is Aberdeen 1, Dundee 0, and that is an assist for Ed West, and we have got to enjoy that. 7.8 rating. That's only going to help our manager favour. Last kick of the game, and that is possibly one of the most important bits of play we have done so far this season. And look at that, us and Mijoski embracing there, setting him up for that goal. That number 9 is a big centre forward, and I like a big centre forward. And that has just boosted us. After coming back from injury, we get a 7.8, we get 1 assist, we got 6 passes completed, and we played just the 14 minutes. But what a 14 minutes it was. Next up, it's a European debut. And that European debut is going to be from the bench in the 61st minute. We are coming on for Clarkson at left centre mid. Noah missed a penalty in the first half, but this is a big game. If we could get a win here, this is huge in terms of our group and going through to the knockout stages. But here we are making our European debut in a very nice kit, by the way. We will go for the completed passes. But this is it. European football at Aberdeen, or away in Rosenborg, but for Aberdeen. Could we possibly get the winner here in Rosenborg? As we go towards McGarry, we go back in there. It's a heavy touch. And we do just about get that to McDonald, but it's going to go out for a Rosenborg throw-in. Can't get back. Rosenborg coming forward here, Wrighton into Fredriksson, defending to do for Aberdeen. It's into Skarsson on the backs. Noah strikes it, and it's a good save from Doohan as we've got a corner to defend here. We're marking this guy on at the penalty spot, but it looks like they are going to go short as it's played in towards Fredriksson. Fredriksson on the edge of the box. Now Noah gets the shot and Doohan makes another good save. This time down to his right-hand side. McDonald's coming off. This time Rosenborg will put it in towards the middle. Noah heads it towards goal and it falls to Hendrickson. And that is a sickener for Aberdeen. Rosenborg getting the lucky break. It fell straight to their forward. And he can't miss from there. It's Rosenborg 1, Aberdeen 0. Solanes down our right-hand side. Jensen does very well indeed. And that's going to be a free kick to Rosenborg. We've got more defending to do. This time it's us to head it away, and we certainly do well as it comes back towards Jensen. He takes a lovely touch into Solanes. Now Nelson. Nelson into Noah. And that, again, is a goal that we are getting very used to conceding. But it is offside for Rosenborg. Devlin comes off for us. 15 minutes to go. Rosenborg coming forward again. It's into Noah, and this time he's onside. And we have not been in this. I don't know what's been happening before I came on, but we have not had a touch since we've come on. And as far as European debuts go, this is a rather bad one. If we have a look at this, the ball goes in there. I mean, look at the marking. The marking's appalling, and it's past Doohan. And yeah, Rosenborg 2, Aberdeen 0. Very disappointing this. Solanes now for Rosenborg again. It is 3-0. What on earth are we doing? There is no words for what I'm watching here. We have been so poor since we've come on. We are not getting near anyone. We can't complete passes. We chase his man across. Solanes is there. Nobody decides to go near him. He fires it past Doohan. I would expect Lawrence to possibly get that. And Barry Robson throwing his arms up in the air. I mean, we've had to go on an individual training course this week to try and get some manager favour back. But this has been appalling from Aberdeen as we go in towards Graham Shinney, who I am starting to question. Is he a better... Whoa! Is he a better central defensive midfielder than we are? Because at the moment, my argument would be no, he isn't. And we're playing a little bit out of position. And it's not quite working for us as they come forward again, Rosenborg. There's nobody near him, and it's 4-0. And this, as a European debut, let me know down in the comments, how bad of a European debut for us is this? I mean, there's nobody. Look at this. Nobody getting near him. It's Shinny again, who's quite simply doesn't look at this level. Rosenborg 4. Aberdeen 0. There's no words. There is no words. Rosenborg make it 5. And as for defending, I mean, let's just have a look at this. They come forward, they play it in to Salsden, or whatever he's called. It goes into Noah. Nobody there. Nobody there. We are playing on the left of this midfield. We are trying to defend and help out, but there are gaps everywhere. Every time I have passed it to McGarry, he's given it away, and then we've given it away. And I think there's going to be some very harsh... Look at the space. Look at this. He's through again. Fredriksson. He's 6. What on earth is going on defensively? That is not our position. I mean, I cannot put into words how difficult a day this has been. And to be honest with you, I would rather just get on the plane now and go home, because this, as a back three, the gaps that have appeared in this back three has been horrendous. And I can't even... I wish I'd have broke my leg, not my toe. I didn't want to come back for this. McGarry's actually finally skipped past someday. We've asked for it. We're going to try and run forward here. We're going to duck, and duck's offside. And if that doesn't sum it up, I don't particularly know what will. Rosenborg will pick up the win. It's a devastating win for us. Rosenborg 6, Aberdeen 0. And I can't put into words what I have just witnessed from that team. We'll get a look at the performance stats, and then we'll have a look at the spreadsheet. Well, guys, that was absolutely humbling. As you can see, our form wasn't that bad. We had a very mixed sort of episode. 5.9 to start, then a couple of good 7 ratings, and then that game against Rosenborg. My word, what on earth was that? Standings-wise, as you can see, we are still 5th in the Scottish Premiership. We could catch Hibernian. I would suggest we could catch Rangers at this moment in time. But looking at the Europa Conference League, that loss, we are now on 7 points, level with Rosenborg, and the fixtures for the final game, we play Sturm Graz and Rosenborg are playing Nice, so we would need Nice to win, and we've got to beat Sturm Graz to go through to the knockout stages. When is that game, I hear you ask? Is that going to be in the next episode? It certainly is. We kick off at home to Livingston in the next episode. We've also got Celtic, but we need to get in this starting lineup as quick as possible. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you didn't enjoy the last game, because I certainly didn't enjoy it. But please do like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra!